The King of the Array of All Dharma Qualities. Part 2. Blessed One, said the Bodhisattva, great being, noble Avalokiteśvara, this Dharma teaching is to be revered by the world with its gods, humans, and assurers. Those who teach it are also worthy of reverence and worship. Blessed One, this Dharma teaching is a great miracle. Therefore, all noble sons and daughters should respectfully listen to it and keep it in mind. Blessed One, wherever this Dharma teaching spreads, that place will be blessed by the Thus Gone One and should be regarded as a place of worship. Such a place should be revered by the world with its gods, humans, and assurers. Thus it is, noble son, replied the Blessed One. Noble son, that place is indeed to be revered by the world with its gods, humans, and assurers. Blessed One, said the Bodhisattva, noble Avalokiteśvara, if someone worships this Dharma teaching and makes an offering to it of a single mustard seed, with a mind inspired by veneration and respect, all the karma they have generated by engaging in the 5 acts with immediate retribution will be completely exhausted. They will be reborn in wealthy families for 90,000 eons, and as a universal monarch for 80,000 eons. They will be reborn in the pure Buddha realms, will not die a horrible death, and will not be reborn in the lower realms. All their aspirations will be completely fulfilled. The Blessed One then said to the Bodhisattva, great being, noble Avalokiteśvara, noble son, in the past, countless eons ago, appeared the Thus Gone One called Jama, Nana, Sangha, Viraja, Keturaja. At that time, I had taken birth as a Brahmin and heard this Dharma teaching, which I then taught to others. As soon as I received this teaching, I became receptive to the unborn nature of phenomena and purified my spiritual insight into phenomena. All those who heard this teaching were freed from the lower realms and would never again fall back into such states of existence. Their spiritual insight into phenomena was purified. All those beings will eventually awaken to unsurpassed and perfect Buddhahood. Noble son, for many years, for many hundreds, thousands, and hundreds of thousands of years, I gave away my wealth, grains, cowries, and gold to help those who were bound by attachment, anger, and ignorance. Eventually, as I gave away my arms, legs, eyes, and head, as well as my beloved sons, spouses, and daughters, I gave away my marrow and my bones, my homes, my villages, my towns, my cities, my countries, and my royal palaces. For hundreds of thousands of years I observed celibacy, stayed away from households, and never enjoyed kingdoms, wealth, countries, palaces, retinues, sons, daughters, or spouses. I was entirely celibate, and only performed acts of generosity. I focused only on worshipping and serving the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. I continuously honored, respected, worshipped, and venerated those who taught the Dharma, offering them flowers, incense, perfumes, flower garlands, ointments, powders, clothes, parasols, victory banners, and flags. I served many spiritual friends, and with weariness towards saṃsāra, offered my own body, eyes, flesh, marrow, bones, and skin, not to mention all the outer material things, without ever feeling any regret. When they heard about the past deeds of the Thus Gone One, the Bodhisattvas, the lords of the gods, the lords of the Nagas, the lords of the Yakshas, the lords of the Asuras, the lords of humans, the Karakas, the Paribrajakas, and the Nirgrantas all shed tears, moved by the power of the Dharma, and became receptive to the unborn nature of phenomena. My friends, continued the Blessed One, uphold this Dharma teaching. It performs the activity of the thus gone one for the sake of beings. The bodhisattva, noble Avalokiteśvara, then said, Blessed One, rare are the beings who have faith in this Dharma teaching. Worship it, memorize it, read it aloud, and master it. Anyone who upholds this teaching should be regarded as a Buddha appearing in the world. Excellent, excellent, noble son, replied the Blessed One. Thus it is, noble son. Rare are the noble sons or daughters who worship this Dharma teaching. Write it down, commission it to be written, memorize it, read it, and worship those who teach it with flowers, incense, perfumes, flower garlands, ointments, powders, clothes, parasols, victory banners, and flags. They themselves should be regarded as thus gone ones. Noble son, there will be beings who do not worship this Dharma teaching, who do not memorize it, read it aloud, or make offerings to it. They will circle in saṃsāra for many eons, for 100 or 1,000 eons. They will experience much suffering, hundreds of types of suffering. As an analogy, consider a pregnant woman. When her baby boy or girl is forming in her womb during the different stages of the pregnancy, from the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th month, all the way until the birth of the child, the mother's body is taken over by the baby. Her joints are pushed apart. She loses her appetite, and her voice becomes weak. She carries the baby while experiencing the pain of these oppressive physical sensations. Until the baby is born, she experiences the suffering of the hell beings and thinks, after I give birth to my child, if everything goes well, I will become celibate forever. Later, however, excited by desire for sensual pleasures, she will forget all that suffering and only think of pleasure. Similarly, in the future there will be beings who have no faith in this Dharma teaching, who will not worship it, memorize it, or read it aloud. They will be reborn among the hell realms, the animal realms, or in the world of the Lord of Death. Intoxicated by desire, they will encourage their emotions, thinking, I have to look after my household, my family, my spouse, my sons, and my daughters. When they are reborn in the hell realms, they will feel regret. Afterward, however, once liberated from those hellish states, they will be excited by desire and forget the suffering they endured in the hell realms, and will neither engage in generosity nor maintain their discipline. Consider also the analogy of someone intoxicated by liquor. When someone is strongly intoxicated, to the point of being completely drunk, they are unable to find their way home or to their bed. They do not think about their parents, spouse, sons, or daughters. They do not remember the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. Intoxicated like this, they become fearless. Even if they pass by a charnel ground, they think, what god, naga, or yaksha can frighten me? They perceive mats made of dirt, wood, grass, or thorns as comfortable beds. Later, however, when they recover and awaken from their drunkenness and regain their senses, they feel remorse about their conduct and think, even at the cost of my life, I will never drink liquor again. Similarly, beings whose minds are inebriated by desire and conceit, deluded by their householder lives, and intoxicated by wealth, do not seek out the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. They do not remember to be generous. They do not strive to be reborn among the higher realms as a king or in the Buddha realms. These beings will circle in saṃsāra, experiencing the suffering of being reborn among the hell realms, the animal realms, or in the world of the Lord of Death. They think, I'm healthy, I'm not suffering. However, when these beings are liberated from the hell realms, the animal realms, and the world of the Lord of Death, and take rebirth in a human body that is so difficult to obtain, their body becomes weary from the physical torments and the darkness endured while in the womb. Weary of soaking in blood and bile, phlegm, excrement, and filth, they think, I have circled in saṃsāra for 100 years, an eon, 100 eons, 1,000 eons, 100,000 eons. I have experienced all these unbearable, horrible, painful sensations. I wonder what previous actions caused all these awful situations. It must be due to my many evil deeds in the past. Even being in the womb produces similar regrets as those produced by the experience in the hells. So they promise themselves, once I am liberated from this hell-like womb, I will seek out the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha with undivided faith. I will by all means avoid this hell-like experience of the womb. In spite of this, once they are liberated from the womb, they nevertheless continue to act carelessly and experience the suffering of the hell realms all over again. Therefore, never act carelessly. At that point, Venerable Ananda asked, Blessed One, what is the name of this Dharma teaching? How should we remember it? Ananda, replied the Blessed One, remember this Dharma teaching as the protector of all beings, the questions of the bodhisattvas, the king of the miraculous display of the king of the array, the complete awakening of the thus gone ones, and the king of the array of all Dharma qualities. When the Blessed One finished speaking, the bodhisattvas, the great Shravakas, Chakra, Brahma, the guardians of the world, and all their retinues, as well as the world with its gods, humans, Asuras, and Gandharvas, all rejoiced and praised the words of the Blessed One. This concludes the noble great vehicle sūtra, the king of the array of all Dharma qualities.